There is one specific item that you can get from Homesteads that is insanely profitable right now. Just because of the new legendary getting out, this material is super important for it, and you can get it almost for free and make a profit of it every week. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live, and let's get into it. If you guys don't know, the new legendary is very profitable. It gives you around 2,000 profit by making it. It's very expensive and it's worth doing, honestly, as much as you can. But it has some time-gated items, specifically the Shards of the Lowland Shore and Yonder Sentry, Spirit Shards if you don't have them, as I do, Gifts of Yonder Sentry and Ursus that require specific currencies that you can only get so much, and the last one that I'm going to talk about today, the Shards of the Homestead and Refined Homestead Wood, Fiber, and Metal. These items can only be gotten by you going into your homestead and talking to your logging box. No, wait, no, that's another one. The lumber mill, the metal forge, and of course the harvesting one. For this ones, you can get 800 of one of each, okay? And of course, you'll require a lot of them to make a legendary. As you can see here, you will need 250 from each one to make this ones, and 250 shards of homestead that require 1250 of each of these materials to make it work. So technically, you will not be able to craft a legendary every week if it works this way, because you need in total 1500 of each one, and you can only get 800. It will take you around 2 weeks to do. But the thing is, shards of the homestead can be bought in the trading post. As you can see here, they actually sell for around 1 gold, and buying them costs you around 30 silver, so it's pretty good. But you know what this means? This means that crafting one is very profitable because you can sell it to the trading post. And of course, it's a time gated. You can only get 800 a week, but you should be getting them, all the 800 ones, every week for the cheapest price as possible. I actually have a full video on how you can actually get these ones for the cheapest, but essentially there's this wiki that tells you the price of every one of these things, right? And you can use it to actually go in here and purchase it the best way and make as much profit as you can. Of course, this could change. The actual profit that you can take will change every week. It'll go down in price because there's going to be more in the market and less demand. But of course, you should be going into the homestead and do this every week, regardless of this, because it will always have some sort of demand. It will always be useful just because of the time gate. It will always be profitable. Even in the worst case scenarios that I found here, it actually costed me 32 silvers to make. This was with the most expensive items. 32 silver, and it sells for, how much did I say? Let me just go here and check it from the actual source. 1 gold and 52 silver. So you're making so much gold. Only 32 silver for 152 gold. That is good. That is very good. Now, what should you be doing them? Should you be selling them? Well, it depends on your situation. For me, for example, I can get 800 a week. But I know that I only need 250 to make the legendary. So what I'm gonna do personally is I'm gonna go into the vendor, craft, get as much of this refined homestead metals, wood, and fiber as I can, and save up 250 every week. Because I can make around 1 legendary a week for me. So this way I ensure that I have enough to make a legendary a week, but this will depend on how many you can do. And the rest is just gonna be full in use for the legendary, and always know that I have 250 for myself. And once I actually run out of these ones, because I only can get 800 a week, I'm just gonna buy them off the trading post to make the legendary anyways, as it is indeed profitable and worth doing that way as well. Now, there is an exception. If you have every material, a lot of gold to invest, and a lot of spirits, and there's no time gate or anything for you, what you should be doing, honestly, is buying the shards of the homestead from the trading post and using those to get the 250 refined homestead metal, fiber, and wood that you require every time, as you cannot buy this in any way, shape, or form. You will need this. So just, keep forging them, keep doing them, and do not ever sell shards of a homestead because these ones you can't ever get back. You cannot buy in any shape or form, right? So just don't even buy shards of the homestead. Just use the refined homestead metal, fiber, and wood to do this part of the legendary and nothing else. For me, this is not going to be the case because I'm getting by bloodstone shards, but for you it might actually be different. If you're not interested in making legendaries, then yeah, go into the shards of the home. Just make shards of the homestead and sell them. Go every week into the homestead, get as many refined homestead metal, fiber, wood as you can. Get the shards of the homestead and sell them on the trading post. As I said before, this will get worse and worse every week, but it'll always be profitable because it's a time-gated item for a legendary. So even if the profit will go down slowly, it will always be here. And the legendary will always be profitable as well, just because there's so many things you have to do that is actual gameplay that you cannot actually, you know, just buy. You can't buy the progress of it, right? So it's always going to be worth making this legendary. Therefore, the homestead shards are always going to be indeed profitable. Now, I want to say one little thing that I actually want to talk about. I really don't like this is the way this works. I think it's completely stupid. Because ArenaNet essentially have made the homesteading completely useless. Not only is it expensive to go into the decorations, every time you're actually crafting any of these ones, you're missing on a material that is super important. I'm probably gonna make a video just talking about the entire thing with actual numbers, just to prove how expensive decorations are right now. But it's just insane. Like, I'm sorry, but now as a player, I don't really care about the homestead. I'm not gonna engage with it. It's so expensive, and just by engaging with it, I'm losing so much gold and potential gold to make my legendaries. I'm just not like, fuck, if I want to make legendaries for profit or even for myself, I'm essentially saying I'm gonna be slower getting my decorations homestead. Even if I want to, I can't do both. Or I make money with my spear, or make my own spear, or I can actually engage and try the new decorations. There's no in between. I can't do both. Why is ArenaNet making us make this weird decision when we could just do both things at the same time and I have fun with both things at the same time? Like, I feel stupid to craft anything here. You just wasted so much money, and I think it's very bad. I really don't like the fact that they're doing it this way. I really think they should change it. You should make it so the shards are not sellable, or honestly, not even then is fucked, because you need to make the legendary. It's just, there's no reason. There's literally no reason to put this in part of the actual legendary crafting process. It just completely destroys the idea of the homestead being something for fun, and instead makes it a fucking grind. And I just, I don't know. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm really, it just feels horrible. And the homestead right now seems like the most pay-to-win feature ever in this game, and it just feels so bad. I really wanted, the main thing that I wanted to do is make a huge homestead with like all the statues, with all my armor and weapons. But now I just think, like, what's the point, right? Like, I was really waiting for this batch to start making my homestead, and now I honestly just don't care. I just don't care. I'm not gonna do it. I would rather use the gold to make some actual legendaries, some actual weapons and armor that I really like. But it is what it is. You guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong, but that's what I think. Regardless, the conclusion of this video, honestly, is go do your homestead weeklies. Do them every week before it's too late, and you can make some gold, or you can try your homestead and you can actually use it if you want. I'll leave in the description the video I have on how to make it and how to get the homestead materials as cheap as you can, so you can go check it out. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you guys around. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. And go to my Discord to check all the events we do. Thank you very much, guys. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye-bye.